Hey guys, hi, welcome back once again. My name is Vaishali, and today I'd like to talk about a feeling, a thought that humans cannot seem to tolerate, that is harder to digest than dislike, than hate itself. So, in keeping with the same, I had presented the question before a few people, and the question that I had asked went something like this. So, my question was, can you tell me one thing, one aspect that humans can't tolerate and probably also fear the most? And the answer to that question ranged from loss, fear of loss, the thought of losing something, or the emotions that arise due to the loss of something, due to the fear of losing something, is something that humans cannot tolerate, is also something that humans fear a lot. Somebody also said lying was something that humans fear. Now, is it the lying that we fear that somebody might be lying to us? Or is it the fear of lying to our own selves? Or is it the fear of getting caught when we know that we have told a lie or a few lies? A few people also said that loneliness was something that humans cannot tolerate, that they also probably fear the most. Now, of course, they are not saying being alone, but they are saying loneliness, wherein one doesn't feel connected to others, wherein one doesn't feel that they have true and meaningful connections. And it's also the place wherein one feels unheard, unseen, and misunderstood or ununderstood. Somebody had also said that humans cannot tolerate unknown and thereby to a degree also fear unknown. Now, somebody else had also beautifully shared with me that we are wired for attention and affection, and losing that or not receiving that is something that humans cannot tolerate, is something also that humans fear a lot. And in my personal understanding, loneliness and loss of attention is something that humans cannot tolerate, is something that humans fear a lot. And when I say it's loneliness and loss of attention, what we are actually talking about is indifference. It is indifference that humans cannot tolerate. For indifference actually branches out into few other aspects. What indifference actually is saying is that you don't matter. You don't count in small or big things. That your existence is irrelevant. So we have the capacity to tolerate dislike. And of course, that doesn't mean that we all love being disliked or like being disliked. But somewhere cognitively, we know that not everybody is going to like us. We can also tolerate disagreements, for we realize that everybody has a right to their own perception and a right to their opinion. As much as we all would like to be loved, we also understand that not everybody is going to love us. And there might be a few people who might even hate us. And we have the capacity to even digest and tolerate that. For of course, we see a degree of hatred towards something, somebody, or the other. But in any which ways, be it love or be it hate, it still gives us that attention. Even if it is negative attention, at least we have some kind of an attention. At least somebody thinks about us. At least we matter to somebody in some format or the other. And like it's said in the sphere of marketing, in the sphere of PR, in the sphere of media, in the sphere of advertising, that there is no such thing as bad publicity, that there is no such thing as bad advertising. So long as you have the capacity to be in the news, or so long as you have the capacity to be the news, wherein you're not forgotten. For indifference states that your matter does not matter. For indifference states that your existence has no value. It's an existential crisis of the highest order, which through a lens in the same breath kind of resonates with the thought, कुछ नहीं से कुछ अच्छा है, कुछ भी अच्छा है, कुछ नहीं से कुछ भी चलेगा. Something or anything is better than nothing. And it's not just talking about the physical aspects, it's actually addressing our emotional, our psychological aspects. And in a way, to a degree, this aspect of ours that we cannot tolerate indifference has been beautifully showcased through the movies Animal, through the movie Heroine, through one of the series of the movie Dhoom, wherein the protagonist of the movie goes to every level possible to not become irrelevant, to stay in the news. And it truly doesn't matter if it's good news or bad news, so long as she is the news. Likewise, in the movie Dhoom, where the character of Hrithik Roshan, who's a thief, leaves his sign A, the first initial of his name, so that somebody is constantly chasing him. Quite naturally, till the time they are chasing him, their attention is on him. Now, even if it means him getting caught or him getting shot, is a small price to pay, as per him, for the price of indifference. So let's take out some time to reflect. When have we experienced indifference? Let's take out some time to reflect. When have we been indifferent to somebody else or even to our own selves? What were the feelings and the emotions and the thoughts that were generated when somebody became indifferent towards us? What were the feelings, emotions, and thoughts that were generated within us when we became indifferent towards somebody? What were the feelings, emotions, and thoughts that were generated within ourselves when we became indifferent towards our own self? The self that we call as I, me, and myself. What were those instances when we became indifferent towards ourselves or even towards others? What were the instances when somebody else became indifferent towards us? Let's try and reflect on all of those aspects so that we can pause and think for a bit as to what could we have done differently if we had not become indifferent towards ourselves or towards somebody else, or if we could have responded a little differently so that somebody else would not have shown indifference towards us. Let's try and evaluate that, and I will see you once again the next week. Till then, stay tuned in. And guys, if you do like the contextual content of these videos, please do like, share, and subscribe.